afternoon, everyone. Sorry, it's still good morning. How am I going? Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Newborough Bowls Club with Halftime Heroes. My name is Peter Susovich. With us today will be joining us the great man himself, David Allen. So we just had a conclusion of a quarterfinal match, which was an epic, and saw Mitch Sidebottom try and get back into it, but Barrie Leicester was just too strong, and I think they finished off around 25-16. But probably the reason that we're joining you right now is there's a semi-final match going on at the moment um, between Corey Wedlock and a local from Colin Vandendale from Berwick. So the score's locked at 2-all. We'll just pan over. Yep. We'll just pan over and grab some vision there, just so you can get a look and see what is happening. The rink's a fair amount away from this semi-final rink, which we're doing is Barrie Leicester versus Gary Kelly, which should be an epic match that should get underway in about 8 minutes. Of course, the quarterfinals just concluding. You can see the distance, how far we're away there. Humid day down here at Newborough, not compared to yesterday though. Scales pinching around 45 degrees, and hence game was heated off. But the score currently here, no change at the moment to the boards. It's currently showing 2-all. I'm just going to quickly share the page to a number of sites. I know there was received a huge amount of phone calls this morning. Asking for details, so we'll get that out very shortly. So just not wrapping it up, but just giving a brief overview is we'll have a semi-final between Barrie Leicester and Gary Kelly on in the next 5 to 7 minutes, and then we'll have we're just getting some scores from across the rink, across the green there, between Corey Wedlock and Colin from Berwick. So just getting some details coming through. They haven't updated the scoreboard yet, still showing 2-all. And with me jumps into the chair, Dave Allen. How you been?
Peter, look, isn't it great to be down here? Do you know I was here yesterday? It was 45 degrees.
Unbelievable.
We spoke before. We've both travelled extensively and to some of those hotter climes.
But 40.
Yesterday was amazing. And I'm looking at these greens. They are magnificent.
I nearly I rolled in the car park and I thought they were flooded, just by the greenness of the green.
I don't know what they think. They think very highly of their greenkeeper. He's a lovely bloke, and he told me he was prepared for it and he did what was necessary. So
we should get him down to the MCG and see if he can sort out a cricket match.
You're right about that. Anyway, look, Halftime Heroes viewers are in for a treat this afternoon.
It's world class, isn't it?
Well, we've got the two best singles players in the world playing here today. Corey Wedlock's out there now playing Colin Vanender. Now, Colin's a former winner of this event, so don't write him off.
No.
You're fond of writing good players off. You do it all the time, but don't write him off. It's 2-2 or something right now. And Gary Kelly's playing Barrie Lester, who's a 6-time winner of this.
Yes.
So he's not to be written off either. So these are going to be crackers.
But I was going through the book last night and seeing who was up and who was down, and Barry's 6-time winner, but he hasn't won it for a while.
No.
So.
And I'll tell you what, these two guys, these boys from Wirral, they are right on their game. They put one a foot short and
they were getting their groove.
Crack on this. Right.
Well, I was going through the path to the finals, how they got here.
Yep.
And they were, they've been convincing even in the quarterfinals for Corey. He, marched through 25-10. But then Corey Wedlock has jumped through in 25-5. So, that was over, I think it was Nathan Zeno. 25-5. So, doing pretty good.
It's a shame, but some of these knockout games have been a bit one-sided.
They have, yep.
There's one regular missing this year. Neville Brown, always in the last 6 or 8. He was the initial winner way back when, and he always figures. But yesterday he got poleaxed, and he's back in Pakenham right now. I hope he's watching, Trev. And Nev, I'm sorry we're missing you.
Well, there was a couple that the Heat wasn't treating him very kindly.
I'll tell you who I've noticed in the crowd is everyone knows Andy Alphabet, they call him, Andy Alexandria. And I'm told that he's starting, he's had resting touch a bowl shop at the Brighton Bowling Club for 15 years maybe. And then he and his associates took a break. They didn't go brokering, they took a break. And it's my understanding that on Tuesday they're starting the next chapter in their retail careers at the Kringle Bowling Club. They've got
on the 12th.
They've got a great little setup there. So anyone who lives around that place, call in and see Andy. We all know Andy will do you a deal. There's no doubt about that. So if you see him later on, we might even say hello to him.
Yep, he might have some online deals that we can.
He might be able
to. We're off to South Africa, New Zealand, everywhere. Everywhere wants a look.
Well, we're actually waiting for. Barrie Lester just finished his quarter round match with the mixed side bottom, so he'll have a 10 or 15 minute break before he takes on the defending champion, Gary Kelly.
And a score update with Corey Wedlock leading Colin 5-2.
A lot of people won't know that about 4 or 5 weeks ago, Gary Kelly won the World Series, World Bowl Series final at Barrie, which was a new event, which the 12 people who were world number 1 during the year were invited to come along. That's men, and then also women to come along and play. And Gary was spectacular. He played brilliantly and emerged with the gold medal, as did little Dawn Heyman from Sydney, who played great bowls too. So Gary, I suppose you could say, is the undisputed world number 1. He'll be in action here today. He's a defending champion. He's got to play a six-time champion in the semi-final, and if he gets through that, he's got to play a former champion in the final. So this is top of the range stuff.
It's there. And all credit to the Newborough Bowling Club for putting on an event like this. It's a lot of volunteers assisting. See the
Yep.
It's excellent. Seeing the canteen, the bar, the barbecue, all the markers.
Look, it's obviously it's a reasonably strong farming area, and I'd imagine a lot of the farmers are out there getting water and things to their stock, and the crowd's a bit down today. But I suspect by the time the final's on, it'll be standing room only up there in the bleachers.
And it'll be just weather at the moment, probably around 32, 33 degrees down here on green level compared to 45 yesterday. Probably the big concern for everyone down here is tomorrow and the wind, and getting up around 42 again. So having the day yesterday wasn't that bad, but wind tomorrow presents a danger to the community down here at Maui and Gippsland. So a lot of people will be just cleaning up around the house, around the farm, and just getting items ready to go. As we said, Corey Wedlock leading 5-2 over Colin.
Colin Veenendahl.
And we're just waiting for Barrie Lester and Gary Kelly to jump on. They're just having a bit of a break after Barrie Lester's long semi-final match. Again, any comments, please put them through on the Halftime Heroes page.
We'll get there. You could be opening up Pandora's box there, Peter. There's some wild Halftime Heroes people out there.
We'll call them individuals. So, but we're starting to weed them out. We had a successful women's indoors down at Kringle, which was fantastic. We saw a glimmer of the resting toucher shop there. So that'll be up and going on the 12th of January. But the women's was well played, and of course Trish from Bundoora winning that. Trish Dolan.
She played well, Peter.
Yes, very well. So
she's a nice lady too.
Yes, she's a region president. She was outgoing region president.
I mean, a lot of elite level players, they don't take on responsibilities. They think that bowling's all they have to do, but she's one of those ones who rolls up her sleeves and gets involved with the administration of the association.
So 5-all the score on that rink at the moment. We see there, it looks like Cheryl Atkinson marking.
It is.
Yep.
Mother of the acclaimed Samantha Atkinson, who was, of course, the World Mixed Pairs champion a few years ago, and Australian indoor champion.
But Cheryl, we saw make the semi-final. I'm pretty sure it was the semi-finals of the women's qualifiers.
She's a good player.
Yeah, bowled very well. Crowd starting to come in the gate. We're seeing.
Yeah, I can see that.
That was the bowl there of Corey Wedlock just coming in. Doing a bit of research last night. Everyone uses Aeros Optimus size 4. Must be a good deal.
I'm wondering if Andy will have some of those at his shop at the Kringle.
Size 4, Andy?
Optimus?
Yep.
Well, we might start a run on them down there.
Yep. I was just going through the quarterfinalists and just seeing what their sponsors and who they go through. I looked at Barrie as well, but they're predominantly sponsored by Aero. Of course, great thanks to Energy Australia for being the main sponsor down here at Newborough, along with the Latrobe Council.
Fantastic sponsors, Latrobe Council. After the semi-final, there's a lunch on, and the mayor will be here to extol his praises. And of course, Energy Australia, I think, have been sponsoring this event. And Peter, it's a serious sponsorship too. It's not just a round of drinks. They've been sponsoring it for about 10 or 15 years.
Oh, jeez. I reckon Colin was one step off the mat and Corey let fly. Colin was having about 3 shots there, but it's a dead end. Yeah, Cole had 3 sitting on the mat there.
Well, your good friend and mine, Phil Crowder from Karinga Bowling Club, he played Corey yesterday morning. He probably got 11, I think.
Yeah, 11, I heard 11.
He would probably build that up to about 19, but I think it was actually 11.
There was some doubt in his gameplay, though. Because
and he's got his... But I got him driving. When you get him driving, he's on the run.
He's got his mother's, God bless it, 90th birthday today. So yes. He said, either way, I could have made the final, so I just... I
would have pulled out. And it's at the... I tell you what, it's at the Continental down at Portsea.
Don't muck around down there.
You've been there, I know. You've probably been thrown out of there. It's a magnificent venue.
Up for sale at the moment for 150. Cool Magilla Gorillas. And I know because my lovely son's having his wedding down there in February and contributing to the mortgage payments. So... Clouds starting to dissipate. Might have... I've got a large audience already watching. Graham Spencer there. G'day, Spence. I think he missed out yesterday, didn't he?
Well, he played Gary Kelly yesterday. And I have to say, early doors, he was having a serious crack. But, Gary and Corey and those sort of players, they're just relentless. They just keep pounding that ball on around the jack.
Now, I'm pretty sure Graham qualified it down at Caulfield on Sunday.
He would have
in the indoors. So he's off to Tweedheads. I'm pretty sure. I'll stand corrected on that. Gillian saying it's Cheryl's birthday today. Well,
Cheryl Atkinson.
Yeah. So we'll have a chat.
She's a good lady. She's another hard worker.
I'm just sharing to some more sites. Anyone want the YouTube page? YouTube's been going very well, folks. Just jump onto Halftime Heroes YouTube. You can sit back in your lounge, watch it on the smart TV. And coming shortly with Vimeo, folks. We're live in Vimeo. We'll be going 4K very shortly. So we fixed the sound. We had some sound problems on the weekend. We fixed the vision. Jeez, that was on Saturday. We fixed the vision on Saturday. We fixed the sound on Sunday. I'm not going to tell the viewers how simple it was.
wind noise. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I think we're getting some player movement ready. So we'll cross, folks. It's 5-all in that match. We'll keep you updated on scores, but we'll have a look at some ends here. And we've got two players on the mat that are ready to go. And of course, as we said, high standard. As we pan around, you can see some of the crowd there already. Here's a question for you, Dave. How many times do you reckon these two have played?
Oh,
Triple digits?
I reckon I could say 20 or 30 and not make a fool of myself.
Yeah.
If you ask me about Corey and Gary, I'd say 50 or 60.
Yep.
Plus, they play at the same club.
So, of course, doing some roll-ups at the moment. You can see the greenness on the green there through the vision, folks. But, yeah, it has really...
it's come up beautifully.
For a place that had 45 yesterday. Especially at low level there with the camera on the green itself, you can see the colour.
I don't know what you do, Peter, but you keep coming up with all these new terrific cameras and filters and gizmos. Yeah. Not just because you're sitting next to me, but the quality of your vision is just sensational.
We've just got to keep it right. If there's any volunteers that would like to spend 40 to 50 hours a week assisting for volunteer rates, they're more than welcome. We might have to globalise it very shortly, Dave. How you going? Mum's birthday? Don't have to dob her in. And that was Sammy Atkinson just passing by.
I think without too much coercion, we could probably persuade her to
have a chat.
To have a chat on Halftime Heroes today.
So again, second end of the roll-ups. Wind really starting to pick up now. I might just turn down the effects microphone just a touch. Oh, that's a bit covered there. We might leave that go. Right, here we go, Dave. I was just looking through Team Aero.
You know, I'm looking at that, and it reminds me a bit of the old days of the touring car races.
It does. It's a bit.
When a field of 33, and you'd have 15 Fords and 17 Holdens and 2 Nissans or something.
So it looks like Barry's got the mat.
Yes.
No, it decided just then. But he has got it.
Yep. Now, Peter, it's time for you to stop sitting on the fence. We need to get a prediction from you. Will there be an upset in this game?
I don't think so.
Or do you think Gary Kelly will just stride his?
I think Gary Kelly and by plenty.
Okay.
His form in the quarterfinal and round robin has been spectacular.
He's got some form to work off. Well, that one's a good yard or so short. Barry be disappointed with that because I think with someone like Kelly, you've got to get an early bowl and put some pressure on. Here he goes. Just another day at the office for this fella.
Yep. Yep, uses a Aero Optima size 4 with a Z scoop grip. And career goals is to win a gold at the Commonwealth Games.
That was an old one. He's won one.
Yes. Well, he's won, yes.
Commonwealth Games pairs at Broadbeach.
I think it might have been, could have been singles, but Barrie Neal. Still a touch short. Interesting that they're both short. It's the distinct style, isn't it, Dave?
Very much.
Yep. Just
the
that
amount
run
of
on.
people who say, "Oh, it looks like he's going to drive," and he does.
Now I feel the wind's coming head on, so it's coming from your right of screen at home to left of screen. That may be having some effect.
That last bowl is the shot. Peter and I are sitting very, very close to the head.
Very, very close. Vince, g'day, calling in from Leppington. And Jules just chasing a score update. I can tell you, Dave, that Colin from Berwick is up 7-5.
He's a past winner.
Wow.
And you wrote him off very early.
I did. But yeah, he's currently leading 7-5. Barry Lester taking 2. Just landing short. We'll just update the scoreboard now. And I suspect Colin on rink 15, I believe, rink 10, is currently holding two.
He's holding two very close counters. And Corey is now holding the shot. He's a bit of a spoil sport, that Corey Whitlock.
Yeah, we had the effects, Mike, that Barrie was just a bit worried about the wind.
Well, there's plenty of it out there to be worried about, I'm afraid, Peter. This will test your resolve and your mental toughness. And
the wind is holding that. Wind is holding that in a fair bit there. You saw it was very narrow.
That looks like shot to me, but sometimes these are.
The wind holding it out just a touch there as well.
Good bowl. That's the shot. Good bowl, Barrie Lester. And Gary Kelly's gone with the drive. Nothing doing. It's another one to Barrie, 3-0. Couldn't ask for a better start, really.
You're just trying to heckle my prediction. I'm not going to change the ends, folks, because we know it's pretty much. Actually, I might just nullify it off the end. But yeah, Gary Kelly. I have to change that. Sorry, pardon.
Over on rink 10, Venendal and Wedlock is now 7 together.
So 7 all.
It's a tight battle. There's no doubt about that.
That's better.
Gary. He hasn't really landed one yet. This is what, the third, fourth end? He hasn't really landed one.
Wind just assisting, just a touch there. John Rich saying, "Don't ride off the big Kolsky off yet." Well, he's holding neck and neck at the moment, so he's in this. He's in the game. As we said, semi-final number 2 on rink 10 is at 7 all. Just outscored. No, still falling out. Barrie holding 1.
In goes Gary. Yeah, a nice little resting toucher, you could say, Peter.
Correct. 12th of January, folks, Kringle Bowls Club.
Resting toucher bowl shop re-emerges.
And and Gary's got some insurance out the back there with his bowl sitting 2 to 3 metres behind.
Couldn't be lined up more perfectly. Gee, I That's a good shot. Barrie Lester's just
Have a look where the jacks ended up, Dave.
back on the green. Is it still in play? That's the question, Peter.
Well,
it is, because Gary Kelly's.
We can just see it over to the. He'll take the shot and potentially get just the one. Was that his second bowl there? Just the one. Indication from the marker.
Gary's on the board.
Corey Wedlock moves out to 9.
9-7. With the wind as this, these are not classic games of singles. These are hard battles. The players are fighting against the crosswinds. And
a couple of variables, Dave. Look at the distance that moves with the wind assist there. Yeah, I think he snapped out. He snapped out of that little pre-start nerves, and he's on. A lot of width here from Barrie. He's got the legs. We'll just sneak inside. Yes. Excellent bowl. That'll give him 2. Barrie not mucking around. Straight on the mat. Look at this. Wow. Here we go, folks. We've got a game now. I'm just going to slightly turn the camera that way just so we can get a better view. Sorry about the handrail there, folks. Some driving going on. And that'll be classified as a dead end.
she can.
Right. Let's see what we can do here, folks.
We've got a nice surprise for our viewers, Peter, because in a very short period of time, an international star of the game is going to come and join the commentary team for a little while and give us some of her knowledge and thoughts. Samantha Atkinson, and I'm sure, and she's a local down here. This is her club.
Yep.
Which we were pleased to find out, and she will be a most.
Sammy, how you been?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Th-
Yourself?
Pretty good. Thanks for joining us.
Absolute pleasure to be here. What a beautiful day it is. And two great games we got going on.
A bit better than yesterday.
Oh, it was very hot yesterday. The wind has just picked up this morning, so it is warm, but it's keeping it somewhat pleasant.
And we're just talking about the quality that the Newborough Bowls Club attract. Uh,
Yeah, every year, the last 3 years, these three boys have flown down. It's great to have them here, and they always put on a display as well as I don't know, half a dozen or more previous year's winners, and yeah, international players have made an appearance this year as well. Now it's fantastic.
any tips?
Well, I did play in it. I made it through my section, but the field was too strong, and I was absolutely outclassed in the knockouts. Tip is just get your bowl as close to the little white thing as you can.
How, how much does we've seen heat? We've seen, I think, a fast green and the wind. How much do they play down at this club here?
Oh, it's always windy at Newborough. And I think, given how hot it's been, especially yesterday and today, from game one to game three, the greens have just changed like 3, 4, 5 seconds. Obviously, Scotty does a fantastic job looking after the greens, are always in immaculate condition. But given the temperature we've had, he's had to kind of water it in preparation. So earlier it starts off a bit stickier, and then as the day kind of goes and the wind and the heat, oh, what a shot just come down there from
Oh,
Baz. As the wind and the sun kind of dried out a little bit, obviously it quickens up. Even during your game, you can feel the difference.
so Barry taking the mat. I suspect with two.
Ed, our marker, is indicating two. Yes.
He did it. Sorry, it was my eyes over here. There we go, two. So we'll update the scoreboard there.
And just a bit of a quick update on the other semi final. We've got Corey Wedlock 11 playing Colin Vandervelde on 7
And we're just saying a past winner.
last year.
Yes, and also Colin, the past winner.
Yes, absolutely. All four boys are past
Yes.
winners playing in the semi this year. It'll be quite interesting to see. I was chatting with the boys last night, and they're all very good friends, and they play against each other all the time. So it'll be really interesting to see if any of them have come into the matches knowing that they could potentially play each other with specific strategies, a specific length, or this rink in particular, 13, is has a few little intricacies. So they've all had a chance to play on it up until now in either their section or the knockout. So it'll be interesting. They will have had a preferred hand, I'm guessing, that they'll be playing, and pretty quickly they're starting to hone in.
And bowls wise, Sammy, what's in store for you in the next couple of weeks?
That is a good question. I'm really excited about the Vic Open. It'll be, I don't know if it will be the last year, but I've heard that it could be the last year that it's down here, and playing on your own home greens and sleeping on your own bed is definitely a highlight for me. I love the Vic Open. It's one of my favourite comps on the calendar. And obviously, pennant, we're getting close to finals. I'm the coach here at Newborough, and we've had an absolutely tremendous season thus far. Every side on Saturday is either top or second top of the ladder. So that'll be the main focus. Kind of finish off the season and hopefully come home with a few flags.
Is anything representative wise?
Nothing on the calendar at this stage. Obviously, the com games for those that'll be selected will be happening in this year now, so that's super exciting. But yeah, other than kind of that, it's a watch and see for myself for the next little while. Gary's just asking the marker there, 1 or 2 down. Ed's having a good look at the head.
I think it's 2.
1 and a measure. He's indicating the back blue and the Jack-Eye almost bowl on the wing.
Gary coming down for a look. Has 2 out the back.
It'd be interesting. I know. I mean, obviously these boys have a lot more experience than me, but you'd think that he would be sticking on his forehand, probably just that same sort of weight. Look to roll his own, trail the jacks, it's bowl. But having chatted to these boys, they play with a lot more precision than that. He also has room. He could probably just dead draw the shot.
But for that would have to come on his backhand.
Or, I don't know, the backhand playing this way towards the club on this rink, it would be very hard for it to get back around those bowls, I think. It does sort of just hang a little bit. Yep, and he has gone the little bit more weighted shot on the forehand. Looks tight. Oh, got the bowl perfectly. I'm going to assume then that means that Gary thinks that he had second shot. They were both at the head, so they will know.
The umpire, the marker's calling it straight away.
Yep.
And he'll hold on to the mat. So he crams back. That's 2. Oh, he's swapped over to no. Rightio.
Baz must have been holding 2, so he sat one out. Needed the jack as the ideal result. But getting a bowl out is always better than nothing. Baz is opting to play basically T to T lengths here.
Crowd starting to build. So if you're in the area, folks, pop down. They'll be having a break for lunch just prior to the final.
It's always a good spread, so yeah, come on down. Bar's open. Barbecue is cooking away.
It's great to have all the volunteers assisting and doing their thing to support the club.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Wednesday in particular, there is so many knockout rounds, and the club has no problem at all getting volunteers to come down and mark. In fact, it's I was planning on coming down and marking the semi, and they said, "No, you've been taken out." There was a raffle to even be able to mark the semi.
a raffle?
No, but there was a few. Too many volunteers. It's good to see, though, everyone gets around and supports the club. There's been lots of working bees, and the club's looking in immaculate condition.
And roughly, Sammy, how many members down here at Newborough?
Oh, that is a good question. I'm going to guess, based on the fact we have 4 sides on Tuesday and 4 on Saturday, around 80. But if that number is nowhere
Plus
in the ballpark, don't hold me to it, because I don't profess to know the answer.
Currently sitting first or second in pennant?
In every side on Saturday, either top or second top of the ladder, yes.
Main competitor, who be your main competitor down in this region?
On Saturday in particular, it is Traralgon. I think us and Traralgon are a few games clear of third.
They're too comfortable under that roof down there.
They've got a very, very, very strong side. The last few years in finals, it's kind of gone one way or the other. So we're hoping to pinch it back this year. Little bit of a score update for the other semi. Wedlock now 14, Colin Vandervelde now 10. Colin holding 2 in the head by the look.
He's not going away, is he?
He's not. It has been some very class bowling over on that other rink.
Of course, just a reminder, folks, they got underway probably about 15 to 20 minutes earlier. So they'll have a result well and truly before the end of this game.
Oh, Colin got extremely unlucky and just rolled one of Corey's in there for shot.
So I'm tipping that Barrie might be holding 3 here.
I'd maybe even go so far to say 4.
Need to do some work to get inside here. Does it
He's
travel
got to
through?
get the result. He did. Great shot there from Gaz.
They're pretty keen wearing the skivvies.
Yeah, Sparms. They're endorsed by Sparms. So shout out to them and Ace and an Aero and Blessed. There's heaps of companies that get around and really support the players, which is fantastic because without that, the players wouldn't be able to do what they do in playing bowls full time.
No, Stuart Humphrey here saying, may I congratulate the Newborough Bowls Club and Scott Jones, the green keeper, for having the greens running super by the tournament. Good luck in the remaining for the remaining bowlers, and may the best bowler win.
Oh,
Well done, Stuart.
Yeah, absolute shout out to Scotty. He does a fantastic job not only with our 3 grass greens, but he helps some of the other clubs in the region as well with their greenkeeping.
So change of length here from Gary.
Yeah, he's got the mat and he's brought it up almost to minimum. And he's elected to play the backhand towards the clubhouse, which I was just saying has a few little funny things, but it's drawing in nicely there. Ooh, did just track out. Whereas Baz is sticking on the his backhand, but forehand for a right-hander. Over on that other end, Corey takes another 2, so it's now 16-10. Oh, what a shot. Changes over and draws a toucher. Perfect weight for it. Just held a bowl high.
Just some movement behind.
I think Gary asked the marker what the situation was, and the marker was just having a good look initially, kind of gave a response and then changed the response. So it was just regrouping, I think. Thinking about what shot he's going to play. Snelly and Gaz just communicating with each other. Gary confirms that he's holding and that Baz is 1 down. Just needs to get down for that bowl. Oh, twice he's played good weight and it's just held 1 high, but finished in a good spot to give him a chance with his last bowl.
So, of course, the first of 25. We've seen predominantly Gary reach those 25s in pretty quick succession, especially in the last couple of matches.
He has, yes. He did have a tough one in his section. I think someone got to 18. It was 18-20 or something when I had a bit of a sticky beak. Then he managed to pull away, but predominantly some quicker games against class bowlers too. Just shows the talent if they really put their mind to it. Barrie is just asking the marker there, which is the 4th closest.
Thank you. Four. Your last one. Four.
I think the reason that he would be asking for fourth there is because it means that if he was to displace his own bowl, means third and fourth would be Gary's.
So just the one again.
One to Gaz, yeah. 3 plays 6 now. We'll assumably see Gary continue with the mat up short. Same game plan. It's working for him.
Sammy, you got to say cheerio to your mum that's out on the green at the moment. It's her birthday today.
It is her birthday today. Happy birthday, Shez. I have already gone over and wished her a happy birthday. She loves it. She's been marking every single round of the knockouts, and she's out there again doing the semi.
Did she compete in the event?
She did, yes. She had a win and a loss in her section. Shout out to Dean. She played a terrific game, but yeah, didn't quite manage to get through her section. Every year, the field at the Newborough Classic has just got stronger and stronger. There are no easy games, that's for sure.
I mean, even the quarterfinal field, unbelievable.
Yeah. No, they put on the good show, and there is very well sponsored. So shout out to Energy Australia and some of the other significant sponsors, because without them, we wouldn't be able to offer the level of prize money that is on offer. So even if you get through your section, you've just about got your entry fee back, and they feed you every day that you're playing. So that in and of itself makes it a hugely it's hard to get in. There's always a wait list.
There is there?
Always,
yep.
Always.
I think 92's the
cut-off.
Yeah.
So they always take entries, and then it's kind of based on your CV as to kind of who gets in, and then a wait list thereafter after that. Both of these boys just honing in, both getting a bowl within a mat width now. On the other rink, Colin has picked up one, so it's now 11 all Gary. Pretty stiff result there.
In
Flicking
behind.
the jack over to 2 of Buzz's bowls.
You can hear the wind in the microphones there, folks. It's starting to bluster a fair bit. That'll be pushing against the wind, that bowl.
It was, yeah. It actually didn't draw too badly. I know that Barrie will be playing with his Optimas. There is bowls with a 400 engraved on them. I can't quite tell just based on the colour what Gaz is bowling. Have we asked, are they also Optimas?
I believe they're Optima 4s as well.
Yeah.
Size 4. But I haven't asked, so it's good to stand corrected.
I would think that is correct.
We were just commenting on the, as we went to air, how many of these bowlers here were using the Optima size 4s.
Yeah. Corey would be the same. They're his Optimas that he's playing with. And I'm not sure what Colin bowls with. They, the colours look like an arrow. I'll have to go and find out. Looks like a 2. 2?
2, yep. So some steady movement here from Barrie Lester.
Yeah, jumps out to 8-3 now. Be interesting to see. He was playing T to T, whether he goes back to the T to T length. He's brought the mat up maybe a yard from the tee. And is electing to, play that close to maximum. Jack is on the tee.
Just gives it a little clip.
It did. Unfortunately, ran away from it. You see how quick they are on the mat.
Jeez, Barry's...
Baz has already released it before the marker's even taken the cap off the
What?
spray.
I reckon Gary still had a foot on the mat while he's...
They know the shot they're going to play. They just want to correct on their last. Doesn't really matter the result or, if the marker's in the head. The quicker you can get it down, the better your muscle memory is going to be from your prior. Nice correction there from Gary. Perfect weight. Barrie looking to just add 2 feet. Track is beautiful. It's coming in nicely. Beautiful correction. 1, 2 Baz.
It's sun's starting to really bite. There is some low-level cloud, not low-level, high-level clouds, folks.
Oh.
But once in a while, that sun does get through, and it is...
if you're standing in the direct sun, it is very stingy. Will that bowl get down for the inside? Absolutely. What a shot. And I don't know if the camera caught that, but Barrie indicated a square, which means frame. It's framing it up. It means it's a jack-high bowl sitting there. So Gary, I'm sure, will be licking his lips here. He's either just sitting that last or trailing the jack through to his back bowl. As we see here with some weight. Looks pretty close to my eye. Oh, just dropped under.
So it picks up 2. Score just been updated, so you can see there 10-3. Colin making a bit of a move. He's pulled it back to 11-16.
And the score hasn't been added on, but he must have won the last end or it was killed. I wasn't paying attention because he's got the mat again. So I'm given that they haven't put an extra score on, I'm going to assume that Corey killed it. Colin's gone again. Pretty good opener there from Baz. He's got the mat back behind the tee again and Jack on the tee, so full length. Oh.
Nice line, might just come inside.
Yeah, just going to cut under. Pretty handy opener though. It means it makes it hard for the opposition to get a multiple inside that. First bowl pressure is important.
Yeah, Paul's saying that we need to turn down some contrast. Be great, Paul. There's just a bit of heat playing effect with the cameras outside, so we'll try and adjust that. Wind assist there, I feel.
Yeah, just can be. Oh, we're just seeing a little bit more weight here, given that he's got 2 good seconds.
It's going to take out his own.
Oh, wow. Got a good result.
Yep.
in Gary's defence there, the ball probably wasn't released too wide given how this hand plays. It just decided to cut in this instance. So it might have looked like a lucky result, but probably wasn't that bad when he let it go. Baz would be disappointed with that one. I think Gaz is only holding the one, looking to make it a 2 now.
We see the score just updated on the other semi-final rink with Colin taking a shot. So
Yeah,
12, 12-16.
And he did. He made 2. Very good bowl there by Gary.
I think, Sammy, that Dave's left you in the lurch, I think.
I think he has. I was actually, I noticed that these boys are not used to carrying the mat, so I was thinking someone needs to go and get an extra mat for them so that they can leave it at the other end, particularly on a long end. It's, you know, if you're halfway up the green stalking your bowl, to go back and pick your mat up, it doesn't make much sense. Another T to T end. This time it is not Barrie that is elected to play the T to T length. It's actually Gary that is choosing to go longer. And a pretty handy opener there. Given that they are playing T to T, I might preempt that they're going to want a mat at this end. Might just go and run and grab them a mat and then come back.
Thanks, Sammy.
Someone up there. Oh, here comes Dave too. Someone up there.
Of course, that was Sammy Atkinson. Remember down here, of course, the coach down at Newborough Bowls Club. And just drifting through there. So Corey holding 2 at the moment. As we welcome back. Ooh, interesting.
Am I on, Peter?
Yeah, so you're definitely on, Dave.
Well, listen, I go away for 10 minutes. I come back and the place is in disarray.
Well, Barrie just picked up a shot off his
It's
last.
Barrie now. You wrote him off a while back.
He's my,
and also ran.
well, I thought the years had caught up, but obviously not.
Well, Barry's looking very, very strong. He's 6 up. But don't write Kelly off, yeah? Let me see. Colin Vienendal's 4 behind. Plenty of bowls to be played. We got ourselves a couple of cracking games here, Pete.
Yes. Now, I've been told my contrast is too much at this end.
At this end?
At this end. So I'm going to try and adjust my contrast.
Now, I just saw Andy Alexandru up in the crowd, Peter.
He would have been trying to. What did he have in his pockets, Dave?
Money. Lots of it.
Lots of.
But I have to tell you, his phone's been running hot.
He's back.
He's not opening until the 12th. And he's here, so
he's taking Greek internet orders at the moment.
Forward orders. He's a wonderful character. I'm sure Resting Touch of Phase 3 will be a great success. All right. Phase 1 was when the great Jeff Maskell and his wife had Resting Touch for probably 15 years.
And where was that, Dave?
That was at Caulfield, right near the Caulfield station. And then they went to Brighton Bowling Club, and then Jeff sold out to Andy, and he went off to the Gold Coast.
As you do.
To live in retirement with his bride. And Andy and Associates worked at Brighton for, I think, 13 years. When Andy and his associates thought, let's take a break. So they did, and now they're back. And all those wonderful words, big, bold, and better, and beautiful. And it's great for the sport because Andy sells everything at a discount. You never pay full price for Andy, so.
I'm just trying to adjust for our viewers at home. Because it's all about the viewers, Dave.
Of course. So when I'm looking at Gary Kelly, he's only 20 metres from me. He's bright red.
He doesn't look. He doesn't look comfortable to me.
He does not look comfortable. Mind you, Barrie doesn't either.
Yeah, he's got the heater face on as well.
I'd be interested to see what the Mercury says right now.
Oh, he's going to give himself some extras here.
Yeah, Barry's just dropped another one right on the jack.
Right, hoping the contrast will be a bit better there now on the pick for everyone. That's probably worse. Wow. He's just going to have a break.
Well, he's going to walk past the tournament director, Michael Holroyd, in a moment. I hope Michael has a look at his face. Because these guys are playing for serious money, so they're not going to quit without,
They both have taken a break.
If they're smart, they're into having a couple of frothy beers, Peter, like we should be doing.
Very chilly. In fact, I might have to start getting some brollies around cameras in a minute. Just to, the heat is really starting to pick up here. So I'd imagine it's around the 34 to 36 degree mark. We'll go to the source of the best information, and that's the $96 million new bomb site. That tells us everything. And it's saying it's 35.5 here in Maui. Of course, Maui home to the Maui Football Club, and interesting.
And what are they called?
They're called a lot of money at the moment because they are spending money left, right, and centre. So they've attracted a number of players from the Mornington Peninsula, and gone after a number of players from the Mornington Peninsula, and a lot of people are wondering, do salary caps work?
Are you casting nasturtiums on the Maui Football Club?
No. I'm just trying to attain what the rules are, and
Do they have a points thing?
no points. So Lee and Miles Polholke running the show down at Maui. As
So Maui are the bandicoots, aren't they? Or?
I'm not going to. I'm not saying anything, Dave. Oh,
You were going to say moccasins.
no, that's more.
Samantha Atkinson's coming back commentary box. Must ask her.
Do you miss me, boys?
What's the Maui Football Club called?
Oh,
Peter says it's the moccasins.
No, I never said that. No,
no.
that's Morwell.
They both probably are. No, I'm a Druin Warrigal local girl, so I can tell you about the Gulls and the Hawks, but I actually don't know about Maui, to be honest.
Apparently they're running. They're spending plenty of money.
It's a train a week, a money train coming down each week.
Right.
So, but we'll keep. I'm sure there's some people from Maui listening, and I'll get the little barbs.
Well, I can say that we went out to dinner at Maui Thai last night, and it was absolutely exceptional. Food, drink, service, the whole lot. So,
Samantha, have a look at Gary Cowley. I reckon he's very red in the face.
he got burnt on Tuesday, and I saw him reapplying his sunscreen before this game, or actually during this game in the first end.
As we just update the scores, so it's 13 to advantage of Barrie Leicester. So
the other game's 16 all.
It is, and Colin looks like he's holding shot again. Marker's just.
That marker would look a bit familiar to you, I suspect.
She may or may not have been involved in my life for the last 32 years.
It's her birthday
it is
today.
Her birthday, correct?
Yes. Was she at Maui Thai last night?
No.
yeah, so Betty Williams commenting, I feel that both players are playing very good bowls at the moment, but need to have a lot of drinks. Yes.
It's definitely warm out there, that's for sure.
So yeah, it has jumped above 35 degrees here in Newborough.
You can probably hear on the mics too, the wind has just picked up. We're probably noticing it a little bit more on this end with the bowls. Still highly effective, but slightly just a looser head than the previous ends that we've been playing. Getting a little bit trickier out there.
Where are you going, ball?
You could probably the mic nearly picked that up. Baz asking the bowl where it went. It is very unkind this side going back towards the club. They do just drift.
I heard, I don't know if this is the same setup as it was yesterday, Samantha, but I heard someone call Link 13 the graveyard yesterday.
We play pennant on 10 to 13, and I personally prefer to be on the lower numbers than the higher numbers for that exact reason. 12 and 13, it can just hang on this backhand towards the clubhouse for a right-handed bowler.
He's picked up three. Is Gary Kelly.
Brings it up to 8-13. And over on that other rink, 16 all and a measure for the shot. Colin, any touch of the jack? Oh, he did. He makes at least 2, if not 3, I would think. What a bomb.
How's he going at Berwick? I understand he's quite a good coach.
I have no idea. I've been in my own little coaching bubble down here.
Wow.
I've
heard very promising things about you, young lady, too.
Oh, that's very kind. I've seen an upgrade in Colin's knee brace, the hardware.
He looks like one of those old
Bionica.
trotting horses.
Buddy, he's getting them close. I think this is probably
Pale face Colin.
probably the highest anyone's pushed Corey this tournament, just from my observations. And Corey gets unlucky with a drive, hits a short bowl for no result. So I think Colin picks up a few to take the lead for the first time in that semi-final.
That would be a very big
Upset.
scalp. Yep.
Yeah.
He's kicked one out.
I think he's asking for the tape.
So that's 19-16 at the moment.
Did he get 3?
No, they're asking for a tape measure. The scoreboard turner has prematurely put 3 on.
Maybe they know something we don't know.
Yeah, Corey and Colin are
I wonder
searching
if Mark
for the tape.
Atkinson...
They've taken 2 out. They're measuring for the third as Baz just plays a horn and draws the shot on the backhand. And his backhand, our right-hander's forehand. Confusing when we've got a righty playing a lefty.
Yes.
Oh, perfect track. It's just
By the way,
fallen short.
Australia's batting again.
Wow.
I don't know how many they're chasing.
Yep, and it was a 3, correct?
So he's 6 away
from the biggest upset in this for quite some time.
And Barrie was holding. I'm not sure if he meant to be quite that heavy, but it is
camera-wise.
Bounced the jack forward onto his own bowl.
Camera-wise, it looks like he still is.
It does look like he's still holding. I'm not sure I would.
Australia needing 120 to win and currently a none for 40.
Is that left-hander? Jake Wetherall, is he batting?
Yeah, he's in. Maybe
he's batting for his life today.
I'd say that'll be it for him today.
He would need to get 50 not out, I suspect.
We got.
Look, he's a good player, but he's just maybe the test level's just a bit too much for him. Just a good picture, Peter.
Just having some dramas with camera 1 at the moment. So
the contrast in the foreground here a little bit.
Yep, we'll work on that.
Oh, what a shot. He, as it was coming down, he was shouting, just the bowl, and he did.
That's 3.
So holding definitely 3 as Barrie looks to cut it back. From his facial expression, I'm not sure he has. He's trying to steer it in. Clipped his own bowl on the way in. Definitely 2, probably 3 from where we're sitting and standing.
We got game on, Samantha.
It is.
The Empire strikes back.
Baz just using his fingers to work out if it is 3. If he starts kicking him, I'm going to think it is 3.
Oh, tip it already
it's
is.
Close. Well, it's 3, yep. As over on the other rink, after Corey dropped his 3, he's now just put almost a back toucher on. And doubled up with his second, holding 2. Nice bounce back.
He's shaking his head a bit. Corey out the back there will just might be able to see in your top left-hand corner of your screen.
Interesting. Gary just steps off the mat. He has still kept the mat behind the tee, but he's rolled the jack maybe 6 inches shorter than what they have been playing. 6 feet, sorry, not 6 inches.
Is there any? I get asked frequently, Samantha, about the top players inevitably play long ends.
Yep.
What's the thinking behind that?
I think that there is a greater level of variance in a T to T than there is in a 21 metre end.
Right.
Therefore, any small difference in your weight or your line is going to be exaggerated.
Yep.
Therefore, the more consistent and more accurate you are, the closer you should be able to get than your opposition on a longer end. But when you've got caliber of this degree, I think it's less noticeable because they can all get it within 6 inches time and time again. My recent go-to that I've been using in some of my recent games is I'll go max min.
Okay.
I find that sometimes a less experienced bowler just can't correct quite as quickly if you're changing it end after end, and that's been a helpful strategy. But again, at this level, these boys wouldn't worry them one bit. Perfect result there for Gaz to be holding 3 again. As Barrie looks to draw the shot.
It's just been probably the last 2 or 3 ends, hasn't it?
Oh, he has. He's rested on the back bowl to come in for shot.
See, I say that, and he just runs all over me again, Barrie.
He was probably just over with his weight, but he has sat on that back bowl to claim the shot. I think Gary is contemplating paying this backhand to sit that bowl out. And if I'm going to guess what he thought then, it is probably that the bowl likely drift and it's not the most percentage shot. So he is, even though it's probably not the right choice, he's gone the forehand shot here. 4 jack or bowl. Oh, played a bomb and got a stiff result. Still one
like
down.
Gary is Corey Wedlock's holding 2.
He is, yes, as they walk down. So that'll make it 18-19. As Barrie grabs another. 14-11. 2 very tight semis, just perfect for a live stream.
Yep, so picking up 2 over there is Corey.
Barrie, Matt behind the tee again. Interesting to see if he rolls it 6 feet from the tee or back to the tee. He's gone in between. He's about a yard from the tee. Conversely, Corey has gone a shorter end against Colin and got a toucher on the opener.
First up bowl there from
Baz.
Yep. Just a touch wide.
I think the line was all right. It's just the weight, but back bowls are always handy. You'd rather miss behind than miss in front. Good weight again from Baz. You can see the shake of the head. Gary disappointed with that one. I think the bowl just held out a bit on him. He was probably happy with that weight just over to sit the bowl, try the jack. As Baz draws another one. Gary probably having to opt back for draw weight now to at least cut it back to 1, I would think.
You've got to remember one thing, Peter. These guys have got to play another 25 up game after this.
And lunch. So
It's going to be physical and mental toughness.
normally I'd think there'd be a dash to the airport after this. I don't think. Looks like they're all packed with gear in the car, ready to go.
They are.
They're just deciding who's going to have the most dosh.
I know Baz is actually sticking around. He's going down to his family home in Lakes, and he's got a wedding on Saturday or Friday and a few other bits and pieces. He's sticking around for a few days, but Gaz and Corey are flying back home tonight, I believe.
They fly to Sydney. Now, how long does it take to get down to Warilla?
I think it's about an hour and a half on the bus.
And it's not pretty.
Used to do that trip three times a week. Sorry, 2 times a week, Dave. Not the.
Well, you know, Warilla is still trying to get you to do their live streaming.
Well, I'm happy to go up. I used to go up to the Steelworks every week. So I'm used to the travel up there.
Do you remember they come to Coringa? Was it 4 years ago?
Yes.
They had a look at your studio at Coringa, and it was portable. And then they took you out for dinner.
They got me on the juice just quietly.
And every time I see them, I say, "What's happened to Sus?"
Right, yeah, I'll go up. There's no dramas.
I said, "Sus is a bit sus."
But yeah, I'm unbelievable size bowls club up there at Warragul. Yep. But yes, I think
and they're unique. All the board members, they all love bowls, whereas most clubs, the board members are more businessy.
Oh, got it.
Shot.
Oh, wow.
Oh, puts it
What a
against.
stiff result.
One down.
He's not winning any luck at the moment.
He is not. The green is playing a little bit tricky, and
so my being for the Illawarra Coast is I hold 250 stays at the Novotel in Wollongong, where they presented me with a.
So you've got 250 room stays.
I've stayed over 250 times there at the Novotel. Unbelievable. So I could walk in there blindfolded and know how to walk around the place. Actually, I probably was blindfolded a couple of times.
the bit of a score update over on the Colin Corey game. Corey is now 19, Colin 21, and Colin with the mat playing a yard from tee to tee. As Barrie
Well, the year
dobs
Colin
it
won
again.
it, Samantha, I think you might have been here, maybe not. She beat Ali Forsyth in the final.
Colin?
Yeah, I think
There you
so.
go.
I think
I've only played in it last year and this year.
I know, this was about 4 years ago. He beat Ali Forsyth in the final. He played extremely well.
So just updating the score here. Barrie Lester 15, Gary Kelly 11.
Very, very handy bowler.
Just Colin just pitching one over there on ring 10.
He's holding 2 at the moment. Spaz looks to just add another one, and he has. Corey really needs to, it's a big end here for both Corey and Gary. Currently both down, needing to play a bomb with their respective third bowls. Oh, just misses on the high side. Corey currently 3 down as well. Interesting, he also is going the weighted shot. And also just missed the jack as Barrie draws in a third as well. So Colin and Baz both holding 3 with a bowl left each for Corey and Gary as he drives again. only got one out. Hit the bowls nicely and got no result.
So that will be a measure for 2, do you think, Sammy?
I'm pretty confident that it would be 2. Marker's got his paddles ready to display 2.
There we are,
Yep.
17-11.
I might have to go back down to Sportsbet, Dave, and just...
When you got on very, very early.
I did.
Colin just willing his 4th in. He is. So Colin holding 4 over there, which is game. With 1 bowl left for Corey to play. He did just play a drive, but he's got about a yard or at least 2 feet for second.
He'll be wanting to draw a second shot when he's Samantha.
I would think he'll go back to the draw and draw second. He has. He's stalking it somewhat. It is close if it clears that bowl, and it did. It's just run through. It's definitely not 4. It could still be a 3, though. They've left both their mats at the other end. They need this mat. They're measuring the 3rd, I reckon. Looks like 2, definitely. Two, yeah, just 2. So that means Colin jumps to 23. Gary holding 1 here.
Getting very blusty.
If it clears that bowl, it's in for 2. Oh, just didn't. Very stiff result. Had good weight. Oh, and Baz gets the opposite result. Slides in off a bowl for a second. The marker has indicated that it's only 1 down.
Colin taking the mat over on ring 10, just requiring 2 to take a victory over Corey Wedlock.
Oh, no. Had good weight. It just cut away from him.
Now, Samantha, you're the club coach here and the members all love you. The marker in the Gary Kelly Barrie Leicester game,
Ed Whelan, yep.
he looks like he's been around a while. Is he?
Ed and Mary, yes. They host our bingo on Wednesday nights. They have been members forever and a day and love their bowls.
He's a fixture here every year.
As do all of our members. Washer doing the scoreboard turning and...
Now, I want to know where he got that nickname from.
I plead the fifth. I cannot say.
If you tell us, you'd have to kill us.
It's not appropriate for commentary.
Oh, right.
Gary from Cougs informing us it's the Moe Lions.
The Moe Lions.
Oh, yeah, Cougs would know for sure. Clear it. Oh, my gosh, he's got stiff twice.
Travis head out for 29.
The Moe Lions.
I'm tipping they...
Well, I reckon we need to put some money on them this year if they're spending money on players.
I don't think there's any money left, Dave. Yep. The Darwin bookies closed all betting on the Gippsland Football League, I believe. So
they've taken a lot of players from down the Monte Peninsula area.
What a shot, Corey. Yep. Well done. Colin had, over on the other rink, Colin had one within 4 inches and Corey just outdrew it. Maybe 2 inches. Looks like Barrie takes a 2. Corey with Gary with 2 very unfortunate results.
So 19. It is very bright down there.
The green looks awesome, doesn't it, Samantha?
They're in great nick for sure.
Considering yesterday.
He was out.
No doubt you would have spent the afternoon laying beside the pool at home, just drinking strawberry daiquiris or something.
I had a dry day yesterday. I went down to Blue Rock for a swim when the third game was called off, and then I came back and went out for dinner, like I said, with the boys, Corey and Gary and Baz and Tony Schiavello.
Well, you picked 3 knuckleheads there.
Not sure what was better, the food or the company. Both great. Colin and Corey with a bowl to play. It looks like Corey definitely has at least one. If not, Colin's doing his fingers to measure the second and the third, all within a tea towel or less. As Gary comes down looking to draw the shot, and has. Great bowl. Corey just looking to sit the bowl or touch the jack, and he sat the bowl beautifully. Colin playing a couple of yards over and just missing. So Corey will get at least one, if not a couple on this end. Definitely second shot. Barrie still holding here. It'll be interesting to see now. Corey got a 2, so making it 21-23.
I don't think he wants to go home on a plane without a suitcase full of
Spanduli.
Yes.
Cash. I think there's quite a jump too from semi to final. Corey with the mat maybe 2 yards from the tee and rolling only 3 or 4 yards past the minimum, so quite a short end. Colin just challenging whether it is long enough.
What do you think, Samantha?
It looks
long enough to me.
23 metres to me, but
I often think, would you face a West Indies fast bowler over this distance?
Standing from where we're standing on the side, though, it's a lot easier to see the length. It could also be a strategic move there from Colin, just trying to throw Corey off his game, because I certainly don't think it'll be near 21. I think it'll be closer to 23 metres.
I wish
that is a tactic.
I wish Mark Atkinson was mic'd up. We could get a live assessment, Peter.
Well,
Do you have a live mic?
Yeah, I do.
I could mark the final and have a mic at the same time.
Are you marking the final?
No, I could ask to, though. I'm sure that could be arranged.
I'm sure what I've heard around here is what Samantha wants Samantha gets. That's what I've heard, Peter.
No, as I was saying, I was actually lined up to mark the semi, and I got arm wrestled out of it. There was a queue of people wanting to do it instead. So now you've got the pleasure of me being in commentary instead.
I tell you what, and what a pleasure it's been, Peter.
It has. No, it's been fantastic. Well, it's better
You
than
found out about the Murray Lions?
it's better than you and me just sitting here.
Well, just blethering away.
Poor Gary gets extremely unlucky there and rolled Baz in for a second shot, which stretches him to 21-11.
We're creeping to the pointy end.
He's on Doom Street now.
I would say that if he doesn't win this end, it would make it very challenging here for Gaz.
See, I look at that. He's got to get 14 and Barry's got to get 4. I mean,
though stranger things have happened. I was down 6-18 in my section and managed to sneak home and get the win. So there is no gap that someone can't recover. Sometimes they say that last shot is always the hardest to get.
But wind is definitely...
We saw it with that bowl. It definitely blew it across away from the jack, accentuated the draw.
Get up and bowl. Corey's wimping it. There he goes.
Well, he's holding a shot at the moment and he's trailing 21-23. Colin holding...
As he draws in a second one. Oof,
Well,
just run over.
It's in good position.
He's just willing it up. Yep, so Corey's drawn in a second as Gaz has also drawn shot. What can Barrie reply with here? He looks fairly close. Just cutting away. Weight was perfect. Oh, Colin sits the shot but falls out, not in. So back to 1 for Corey over in the other semi. And possibly, I don't know, the angles, it's hard to see whether that's just high of counting for Gaz. Probably only 1, I would think.
I think
that's going to cut away, I think, with this wind.
Via the screen, I think it's just the back bowl that Gary's holding at the moment.
The crowd just gave a clap. I'm pretty confident Corey's just drawn in a second shot. Holding 2 with Colin, 1 left to play. That would make it all square at 23 all.
Gary Kelly.
Oh, what
just
a
played
shot,
a bomb.
Gaz.
What a bomb. And lift his confidence. No.
Still shaking his head a bit.
He said no jack. He's disappointed that if he touched the jack over, he had 1 already, but it means it's only 1-1, which Baz is saying, yes, it is only 1. So
1 in, 1 out.
Disappointing to have drawn a great bowl, but you already had 1, so you could have spooned it and put it in the ditch and it would have made no difference.
Jumped up to about 10,500 people, Dave, on the old Book of Face.
Gary's asking for a tape measure. Not giving it away that easily.
Well, gee.
Baz was confident. He looked over to me and gave me a smile.
Last shot coming up for Colin.
Currently 2 down in the head, I believe, which would make it 23 all. He's stalking it. It looks high from the side. It turned and got the jack.
Oh.
But as must have got the shot. Corey's kicking the bowls.
He was less dignified.
Oh, I don't think it was kicking. I don't think there was no taps in that.
Yeah, probably good that we can't lip read. So that makes it 24-21. Played an absolute horn. Holding 2 too. It would have made it 23.
What's going on right in front of us here? This
Gaz, he's opted to go back to his strategy that he tried at the very start of the game with the mat up, going short. He had success for an end, but it was sort of short-lived, so he went back to going long, trying the tactic again. Just asking it to get down for the jack. Pretty good opener. See, as the wind becomes more steady, that forehand towards the club for a right-hander is just getting ever so slightly wider. They're just cutting across at the end. But I know from having played on the rink myself, if you go much over that white line, they, regardless of the wind, they just don't come back. So a game of millimetres at the moment.
So let's update that score.
What have we got over? It's 24-21.
Chance here for Gaz to put in a second or third. Say a third, but tracking nice to there. Yep, and he has. Crowd gives a clap. Colin just crashes into his own short bowl over on the other rink. Oh, Baz trails the jack for one down, better than before.
And Corey taking a shot over it.
The marker is indicating that he's one down, but I think Gary is holding one.
Gary would like to make a move here.
Yeah, this end is very important. Oh, Colin. So Corey was holding
Two
one.
down.
Colin played a bomb. Trailed the jack to Corey for two. Gaz looks like he's still holding the one. But finished in a very good home just behind. Making Baz play a perfect draw, I would think. Can Corey draw in a third? He has. The Corey over on the other rink holding three with a bowl each left to play.
Wow.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine he gets a 4 for the win. Big
tell you
bowl
what,
here from Colin. If Colin doesn't,
It's the last roll of the dice.
if Colin doesn't cut it back, you would pretty confidently say it would be that Corey would draw the fourth, given how much
One
room
player
there
in
is.
the world who I know would draw that, it's Corey Whitlock.
So
Bread and butter shot for him,
it'll
Peter.
be interesting to see whether he runs at it. Two jack high bowls. Oh,
What's happened here?
Baz plays a bomb, trails the jack for one. He made a face like he got a bit of a lucky result there. It was just over with his weight, but trailed the jack beautifully.
Collins bowls away. We'll just leave it on this screen here at the moment, folks, and
There
just
we
give you
go.
an eye.
Colin's running down. He's chasing it. He needs to sit in on those bowls. He's just run through. He has finished in a good home. I'm not even sure if that is third shot.
With
Definitely two.
with Corey got
He's
one
got
left.
his hands on his head. So Corey would definitely be looking to draw the third if it is two. Otherwise, he's got a chance to draw for game. I've got an indication from the one and only Cheryl, Mum Tip Top Atkinson. It is 2 to Corey currently over on that other rink. And down here, Baz has gone T to T and put it to the plinth. So Corey over on the other rink will be looking to make it 24 all with a final end.
Wow.
He doesn't look happy with it as it's travelling down. He got a slide off a bowl away from the jack. So does take the 2, makes it 23-24.
The tension is unbelievable here, Peter.
That's, yeah. So you have 2. Cheryl indicating 2. Well, my Quinella not looking good at the moment.
Your credibility as a tipster is shot.
I'll have to start weighing off.
Well, the odds would have been fairly handsome in one favour on each of the semis, I would have thought, on paper.
He just.
Yep.
But it just shows the class of these 4
Yeah,
bowlers.
it does. They're all past winners.
Australia 2 for 71, requiring 89 runs for a victory.
And I understand.
Oh, look at that.
Travis Head is out.
Barrie continuing to apply the pressure here on our stream drink.
Weatherald out. Yes.
Oh, Colin draws a touch out. He's jack high though, so I don't think that would faze Corey too much.
This is what
Gary
we need.
Kelly's drawn a
shot.
This is what we
Where's
need.
that?
Corey's walking away from it as it's halfway down the green, but he's got
What
2
do you
more bowls to
think?
come.
I think that's shot, is it?
Yes, the bottom one. No, there's the one down the bottom. Sorry, Dave.
I don't know. From here, it does look like Corey's holding one with his second bowl over Barry's second bowl.
There you go. There.
Gary's back bowl shot.
Yeah, from where I'm standing, I reckon Gary's second bowl is the shot.
There he's going to. Oh, no.
He should still be around that and drawing in for another shot, I would think. He's just looking to play the same bowl. Probably. Oh, no, he's turned away. I don't think he likes it out of the hand. It's got to clear those. It was just, a bowl tight down. Markers indicating that Barrie is down and that we were correct in that back bowl being the shot.
As if there was any doubt, Peter.
No, never.
Oh, my goodness. Over on the other rink, they've got a bowl each and Colin is holding 3. Colin's 2 shots are both jack high on each side of the jack. Corey with all of the back bowls.
Samantha, I'm going to ask you.
I don't think that. Corey's
what would you be doing
He's
here?
thinking and thinking. I'm not sure why he's thinking that hard. I think he'll put the jack in the pit for the win. But he's contemplating. He's still contemplating. He doesn't look sure on what he wants to play just yet. There must be a bowl gap on each side of the jack.
Barry's played an absolute bomb.
As Baz has drawn the shot, as Corey is currently down game, still undecided, as he hasn't stepped on the mat yet. And now he's made a decision, and looks like a draw just over. It's down. He's chasing it down. I haven't barely seen Corey on the trot.
No, he's
asking it to hold. Gets the jack through, holding 1. He was super stiff there. Had the jack gone straight back, he would be holding 3. It bounced off his own back bowl.
He was a bit tense then, wasn't he? Very tense.
That was so stiff. So holding 1 currently would make it 24 all over Corey Colin, as Corey and Gaz are having a bit of a yak between themselves.
Well, I'm sure they're splitting the prize money, so
they what they've done in past years and what I believe they're doing this year is that they do an almost split. So they leave about $500 on the table left to play, but they've both got to get into the final for that to happen.
Now I'm saying 1, could be 2.
Pretty confident it's 1, but Baz hasn't kicked them, so maybe he's going to ask for 2. 1, no, but it's just the 1. Makes it 23-12. As Colin now looking to try and sit Corey for the win. He's also stalking it. He likes it. Corey's nodding. He thinks he's got it. Oh my
Oh.
goodness! He touched the jack and fell away from the shot. The jack stayed with Corey's bowl, so it will go to 24
It's a
all.
one-end shootout.
My
A one-end
Yep.
shootout.
goodness. Whether it will be one end or not, we will find out. Corey brings the mat up within 2 feet of the minimum, rolling to the ditch.
National Australia Bank, I'd like to borrow $10,000. I just want to lay a quick bet.
24 all.
You put most of it on Kelly to beat.
Oh, I said will history repeat itself?
Well, the last 3 ends you would have nearly just about banked Corey to get it, but it hasn't been that way. He's looking to run the jack in the pit. Oh, so he brought the mat right up,
That's
jack on the
ambitious.
tee, and he ran at it, has just missed. That's quite a common strategy that they use in a tiebreaker end at the BPL.
Makes me think of the late lamented Rob Perella who died last week.
Yeah,
He started
what a
doing
gun.
that.
I met Rob up at Tweed when I was up there for the Australian
Fantastic
Indoor.
guy.
He was.
I never met anyone with a greater will to win than him.
Unbelievable player. Colin is trying to draw and has drawn in the ditch. So they're obviously feeling the nerves.
He's going again.
Corey running twice. He's swapped from his backhand to his forehand runner this time. And he's got it. Jack in the pit.
What's that,
There
two-
is
2
about,
feet?
18 inches, 2 feet, 18 inches. So it's not a guaranteed game over. You can still outdraw it. But I don't think you can draw it on that rink. The last 3 feet of that rink drops down, and I will be surprised if we see a bowl within 3 feet of the ditch.
Well, there's
That's the intel on
There
that
we go.
game. So I reckon Corey's won it with 3 bowls left from Colin to come.
Meantime, Barrie Lester's on match point here.
And holding game. As Gaz probably draws the shot there. It did just fall away from. He probably should have drawn that. And the last couple of
Samantha
feet,
Atkinson has mozzed that ball.
they fall in. I'm telling you, I play here enough to know. It's a hard ring to draw to the ditch. Corey, good weight. It should stay on. It has. There you go. I stand corrected. There's one with a foot from the ditch. Has Gaz another one. Got a disappointed look in his face though. I would think that it sets it up nicely for Barrie to get the little trail here. Both the boys, both Colin and Barrie.
Right, we're back.
We lost vision, but we're back. So over in the other semi, 24 all, Colin's first 2 went in the ditch. The second one is about a yard from the ditch. Corey's drawn to inside Colin's, and he has his one in the ditch with the final bowl left to play. Colin goes for a swig of water. Would need to play an absolute horn, draw within 18 inches of the plinth for the shot. And over here, looks like Gaz is holding 2, and Baz has gone up, had a look at the head. He'll be looking to just touch the jack. Any movement, he gets a 4. Oh, he's going a big runner.
We just might pan around onto this rink here.
He gets either bowl here. He gets the win. He's got a bowl. It's back to 1. Gary a chance to draw in for a second. He would be looking to do that as Colin delivers the final bowl of that match. He is stalking it.
He's not going to reach.
Doesn't. Suspense. It's coming. It's close.
No.
It's very close. There's claps. They're shaking hands. I believe Corey holds the game with his bowl in the ditch. And he does. Well done to those two boys. 24 all. A fantastic game. Huge effort by Colin there. Pretty stiff to go down right at the end.
So score here, 12-23. We'll just pan back to that.
And it'll be a 1 to Gary Kelly. So it'll be 13-23 as Gaz brings the map right up to basically minimum. About 2 feet from the minimum. So Gary's just asked the marker there how far off the tee. The marker's indicated about a foot, maybe 16 inches. He's given Baz the opportunity to check the length before he plays it. They've called the umpire. They're just checking the length. From where I'm standing, it looks like it'll be long enough, but it's definitely worth a measure.
Oh, where were they? Oh. Right, the ump's just doing a measure. So the first semi-final concluding with Corey Wedlock coming from behind to beat Colin from Beaumaris, from Berwick. Keep on saying Beaumaris, but actually Berwick. Just a reminder, at the end of this this match, we'll cease the stream and we'll start up a new stream. Yep.
Thank you.
So Corey just landing short, probably about half a metre. Wind will take this right away, yep. Now we saw in the quarterfinals that Barrie had a bit of a time there where, especially near the end, that competitor caught him. So will we see this from Gary? Gary lands number 2.
Yeah. You never say never with these boys, but it is hard to stop anyone from getting 2 single shots. Just the wind playing a bit of havoc with both of Baz's bowls there. Was the contrary early, and that's how Gaz got out to the lead he did.
Little check to the side there, that'll give them number 3.
Looks like he's drawn in the 3rd.
Have to do a lot of work to get back into the wind here.
Being a lefty playing backhand on that side, because you're releasing the bowl on the opposite side of the line, it actually gives it more of a chance to hook back than if you're playing forehand this way. So Baz has actually got a chance to play the shot on his backhand, what would be our forehand here. Would be interesting to know. I was just thinking the same thing, how many shots it is exactly. It probably changes what shot he plays here, whether it's 2, 3 or 4.
There's no outs for a win. He's only got one shot in his hand at the moment.
I think if he's 4, he's definitely running. You get at least a bowl, if not 2 or 3 out. If it's only 2, you just try and correct on your last, get under that and sit a bowl, trail the jack. It all depends on what the situation is in the head here, I think. Doesn't have a lot of pressure on him. If he does drop a couple here, he's still got quite a bit of a buffer on the big board. He is playing the runner. Must be more than 2. Gets a couple out. There we go. Gets a couple out.
Just the one.
Great bowl there. By Baz. And Gaz.
2. Was 2.
Was 2, so it must have been the 4. There you go. They agreed with my strategy. And it worked. Easier than trying to cut 2 out with a draw. Smack them and you get at least 1 out. $15.23. Not without a chance now here. Picks up this end and game back on.
Just looking at the flag on the masthead there, or the flagpole, where we can see the winds. Maybe the clubhouse is just offering a touch of protection for that end.
At this end, possibly. It's right as you said that, the gust had stopped, and then as you were describing the wind, I think the gust picked back up again. So it is very much that, gusty. So depending on where your bowl is along its line, it's probably going to potentially affect it more or less if it started to turn or whether it's going into the wind still. Both of these boys putting in a very strong first bowl and second there, applying the pressure respectively to each other.
I believe just on that view, on the vision view, it looks like Gary holding 1.
Yeah.
Just a quarter of a bowl in front, but not with that shot going way out wide there. Yep. Sense a bit of a southerly change in that. Wind freshening a bit.
Probably hear, Barry's holding his cloth there. You can hear that as he released that, the gust just about tripled in its pace and it notably pulled the bowl across. But they're both playing in the same conditions.
If you can just imagine, folks, where the inside bowls logo is on our screen, the wind is shifting straight across from that logo there, straight onto the scoreboard. So left to right, upper right. So just a clip off the clubhouse there.
Gary just throws his arms out. It probably just held. The gust just died. Had the gust been as strong when he released it as it was when it was going down, it probably would have drawn in beautifully there. So Baz is going the big weighted shot here, which I presume means that he's down one. He gets the bowl out, he gets the win. He did get the bowl out, but he also took one of his own bowls out. So he picks up a 1 for 24-15. No jack and no bowl. He would have had a 2 for the game there.
We're on the cusp here.
We are. An ultimate shot for Baz.
And just a reminder, folks, that we will cut the feed and take the lunch break and be back after lunch. So just pushing the jack into the ditch. Again, moving the mat forward. Just bracing just on the end of the tee.
Yep, so he's going back to minimum length. Mat up.
We'll trail it. Oh, it just goes off to the side.
Pretty good opener. Always handy to have a toucher when it's as close to the ditch.
The width here, folks.
Not sure Gary is 100% happy with that one when it left his hand. Pretty good starter. It was like just another 6 or 10 inches on it. Really put the pressure on, given that he can't drop a single shot. Gets a piece of the jack, but doesn't stay with it. So Baz has now got 2 touches. Jack's still in play on the green. Gary, I think, would be looking to ideally draw a toucher here, but definitely not lose his bowl, stick as close to it as he can. Not sure he would be particularly happy with that, but as I have said when we were talking about rig 10, all of the rigs, the last 2 feet, they certainly don't slope up. If anything, they have a slight downward, so it's easy to lose your bowl off the end. Oh, what a beautiful shot there from Baz.
So he's holding match point there.
Not sure that Gary likes this out of the hand. Just drifting out on him. Still drifting. Into the run.
Way short. So holding shot there. Barrie.
And Baz draws another one, so he's definitely well and truly holding game now.
There's a bit of separation there from the jack.
The reason he's asking how many it is there, I think, is it changes the shot that he plays. If it's only one, he could just try and drive the bowl into the ditch, knowing that he had second shot. Because I think even if he gets the jack in the pit here, it can still be down. Opted to go for a drive, but unfortunately, that is game, ladies and gentlemen.
So Barrie Leicester will take the semi-final.
25-15. Congratulations, boys. So final, Barrie Leicester and Corey Smith coming up.
folks. It's been great to have the semi-final here. Thanks, Sammy, for helping out. It's been really appreciated.
Oh, pleasure. Thanks for having me on, and hopefully we'll be back shortly to.
No worries. Folks, that's it. We'll be back for the semi-final. Yes.
About half an hour, 40
Yeah. Sit. Yeah. Thanks again for joining us.